I think that you don't have an egghead. I would have been surprised if this was not happening when you have somebody like Festo Chioma at the helm of affairs. He has simply announced this. And these changes are to make the aviation sector much more practical and much more productive. Exactly. I know that we don't have a national carrier, but we have flag carriers like Air Peace. There's no between national carrier and flag carrier. The Nigerian Airways was a national carrier because it was run by the nation, by the Ministry of Aviation. So they will have a lot of national flag carriers, not carriers, So and we need some kind of sanity in the sector. We need air safety. Remember, there have been cases of crashes recently, and near crashes in Port Harcourt, in Abuja, in Lagos, and so many parts of the country. We've had these cases of runway quagmire and all that. So it's important that this institution that is very important, that makes Nigeria fly, it's very important in the economy. We don't have good roads, so if the airspace is unsafe, what are we doing? So it's important that this sector is being sanitized. Don't you think so? About 5 minutes to knock off.
This is actually a good one.
Yeah.
And you know what I find very interesting about this appointment is that it's not just one ethnic group, unlike what we have always seen.
Okay, it's the appointment, yeah?
It's a mixture of different persons. I see an Igbo man there, I see a Rivers man.
See an Ogoni man there.
Yes, I see a Yoruba man, I see an Hausa man.
Fulani.
You know, it was inclusive, and this is good. So it is not a situation where some group of people will come and start agitating. This is a very balanced appointment, and it's commendable. Now, the aviation sector is a sector that needs a lot of reform. And so far, the people who have handled it have not done well. Like you've said, you've talked about the near crashes and, of course, the crashes, of course. And let us even look at service delivery. People who use these services cry all the time. I recall one time when I had to go to Abuja. My flight was delayed. It was an early morning flight. It was delayed till evening. Now, I have lost an entire day, and I was meant to be in a meeting, and unfortunately, I could not meet up.
You could not meet up.
And nobody is taking responsibility for this.
There's another angle to this whole thing. I'm happy about the fact that some of the MDAs within the aviation ministry are being, rejigged and made to be more active. The training arms. Now we're going to have an aviation university to train the necessary manpower, because sometimes in the management of the aviation sector, we may not have the right manpower, and most of the manpower we have trained abroad. So we have tertiary institutions, polytechnic kind of institution, and then a university per se. That's what we're talking about, the transport university by the former administration. Now, there's a mandate to appoint all the management staff needed in that university, and then the vice chancellor, so that it become a practical,
of course,
and a functional university that will give us the kind of manpower that will manage our aviation sector and make the airspace free
and safe,
and make the transportation process
seamless,
so that Nigerian citizens can enjoy it
and get value for money.
And get value for their money.